Hi everyone, my name's Rachel and I've got the Beautiful Brows Claudia shaped false eyebrow transfers, and I'm going to show you how I apply them. I'm not an expert, I've been using them for about 10 months now and I've picked up a few little tips and tricks to try and get longer out of them, and they are so easy to apply and it is the quickest way for me to get eyebrows because I have absolutely no eyebrows. I'm not wearing these at the moment. I'm going to show you how I put these on. So first off, the Claudia brow is a nice neat shape for me anyway. These are the only ones I've used so far, the Claudia shape. They've got tiny little hair strokes in them which make them look very realistic, and they don't look great on that, so don't be shocked when you get that. They honestly look so much better on. So first off, I'm just going to cut one shape or one set out. So once you've cut them out, you'll be left with two eyebrows. So you don't have to cut too closely. Although they are very close together on the sheet, you don't need to go right around the edge. I tend to just cut like that, so it's easier, because I find if you cut too close you end up cutting into the actual, there's like a see-through bit of adhesive on them, and I don't like cutting through that because it makes them harder to stick. And also I've got them drawn on at the moment, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of my eyebrows off, and then I'm going to wash with soapy water and rinse really well so there's no oils, moisturisers, makeup, anything on my skin, because if anything is left on my eyebrows, I find by the end of the day bits have started lifting or it's bubbled or it goes a little bit slippery, and I just find if your skin is perfectly free from everything, it gives your transfers the best. It will make them last longer. Yeah, so a lot of the hardest bit is the prep, the lining up, and then it's just easy. So I'm going to go and take my eyebrows off. Right, so I've just took my eyebrows off. I've got alopecia, so I've got absolutely no eyebrows whatsoever. That's why these are perfect for me. I found it really hard drawing them in when I first lost my eyebrows, so I relied on these a lot, these eyebrows, and they have been brilliant. And washed with soapy warm water and then rinse the area, so I've got nothing there at all. Usually I do my eyebrows first, so I wouldn't usually have makeup on anyway, but I would still prep by washing my face and my eyebrow area. So I'm also usually at the sink right now, so I'm improvising with my wet flannel and bowl of water here. Also, once you've rinsed all the area, you need to make sure that your brows are really dry, because if they're wet at all, once you start placing your paper on, they will start sticking straight away. So you want to just make sure they're in the right position first. So I'm just going to double check they are pretty dry. Just make sure there's no little tiny splashes of water at all, because it is so annoying when they stick before you want them to. I'm just peeled the film off, and then I'm literally just gonna use any eyeliner or pencil or anything and just line it up. So I'm just gonna, I've not pushed down on it yet, I've literally just placed it there. I find it easier to line up once you've got both of them on. So then I'll take the second one and I just line up with the above the inner eye. So take your time with this bit, because once you've stuck them on, they're on. You can take them off, but it's annoying. So I'm just gonna... Another good thing is once they're like this stage, you can peel them on and off to get them in the right position. You don't want to play with them too much because you tend to lose a little bit of the stick, which means they won't stay as well like that. So once you add your wet flannel, they can slip, and that's when you might get your brow, bit of move in your brow. But so let's come down a bit. Right, so I think I'm happy with that. So now I will do one eyebrow at a time. Again, I don't usually have my makeup on, so I've got no idea if my eyelashes are going to fall off. But try to be patient with this. So I'm going to get my warm wet flannel and I'm going to place it on top of one, pressing firmly. Don't press up or down or swish around. Just try and place the wet flannel straight on and hold firmly. And I'm going to hold it there for at least a minute. And try to have your water more hotter than cold. So a nice warm's good, but the warmer the better, I would say. So I've got my warm wet flannel. Just going to place it on there for at least a minute if I'm patient enough. And try and get an even, firm press on it so that you know the whole brow is getting wet. So, as you can see it starts sticking firmly, but don't be tempted to peel it off too early. I'm very impatient, so I'm just going to hold it on a little bit longer. So now that's been on, I had the warm wet flannel on there for probably about a minute and 10 seconds. Honestly, the longer you leave it, the better. So if you've got the time, leave it on for as long as you possibly can. But you can just test it by lifting up the top. I'm just going to peel it off now. So as you can see, it's stuck. And then that's the first brow done. So as you can see, once that's peeled off, it's done and it's perfect. So now I'll do the other one, and again it'll just be for the same sort of amount of time, at least a minute. So that one has also been soaked for just over a minute as well, so I'll now peel it off. And that is how easy they apply. If I come a bit closer, you can see the detail in them. They really are quick and easy to apply. And once the hardest bit is lining them up. Once you've, because again, mine aren't perfect, but I don't know whose eyebrows are perfect. But these are pretty close. So, and I'd say, I think the website states these last 3 days. I get 3 days out on at least 3 days. I'd say the longest I've got is 5 days. And I found, providing the application is done on skin that has got nothing on it, you will get the maximum out of it. I do sleep on my side because of these, so I don't, many times I was waking up with bits missing where I'd rubbed my face into the pillow in the night without realising. So obviously to maximise the length of time, because who wants to be doing this every morning? Although it's quick and easy, it's far easier to just wake up, slap the rest of your makeup on and your eyebrows are already done. So factor in that, either sleep on your side or on your back. So as you can see, I don't think you would notice I haven't got any eyebrows. A lot of people have asked me, have I had them tattooed? So that's how good they look, I'd say. I hope this video has been helpful and shown you how easy it is to apply the beautiful brows, and they really are so much easier than faffing around trying to draw them each morning. So the fact that I've used them for 10 months obviously shows that I'm happy with these as a whole. It is the affordable way of getting your eyebrows tattooed, I should think. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Bye.